Today, Precarious plays
Endless Legend. Whoa. Oh, man. Sorry, I dozed off. I think I had a dream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's like you were there, and the Wild Walkers were there, and the Tsundere Mazari were there. And it was just sort of like pleasant and peaceful. We were having a party.
Aw.
Yeah. It was kind of...
That sounds really good.
I mean, it was kind of good, and just kind of quiet, and kind of dog shit boring. Good thing that didn't actually happen, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So, let's see. I'll give you access to one of our society's greatest weapons, and in exchange, you'll open your borders. I do need to trade for them for open borders, but no, it's not going to be... Not going to be that.
What on earth do they want?
Well, we'll start with a nice, even open borders trade. And then I'm going to see if I can't get away with... I don't care about the stockpiles at all.
Why not?
They might not have the technologies to make use of them. Like, they might still be at their base value. And they don't really care about many of my resources at all, either. So I guess it's just going to be another technology.
Do you know much about the Mazari?
I know some. What do you want to...
Like, have you ever played as them?
Yes. I actually quite like them. And they're... so I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, the Mazari are the... I think that they're the Endless Space 2 version of an Endless Legend faction called the Vaulters, who... They like... The Vaulters... From the context of Endless Space 2, they succeed here in some capacity and make it off planet and become a spacefaring faction. Same thing with the Sisters of Mercy, actually. It's really cool. I love the Sisters of Mercy because they wind up with Samus-style power armor in Endless Space. It's rad. I'll show you later.
Yes, please.
Because they have this really sophisticated powered exoskeleton, and then it opens up to reveal like they're incredibly stylish and perfectly coiffed on the interior. It's like, I like where your priorities are. It's like, there's no reason why you can't have a competent, fully featured battle platform and still look great doing it.
I mean, like, that is such a flex.
They do only have 2 towns, so take this expansion approval buff. And in exchange, man, you guys are just dicks.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to find out what their deal is because they've been so unfriendly and kind of...
I think that has everything to do with how few towns they have.
Like, why do they have so few towns?
Probably because the difficulty is too low. This has turned into a rather lopsided map. When I hear a dog barking, and I hear a whole of the dog getting huffy about it. Oh man, I wasn't kidding about that, like that being asleep situation.
Yeah.
See, we're in a situation where for this week, we both have stuff to do later in the week. So it's sort of like go now or not at all for recording for us. And this is definitely a day where if we had any other option, I would not be recording right now because I did not get a lot of sleep last night.
I think
I was dozing off, sitting upright at my desk like an hour ago, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna drink a nice green tea, a warm green tea. What I did is I only put just enough water in to like sort of cover the tea bag.
Oh, so you made some really concentrated...
And drank it in one gulp.
I think that counts as a tincture at that point.
Where were they going? That's where they were going. So, I keep waffling on, like, the difficulty mode that I picked.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know what? I think I'm tired enough that I don't feel bashful about talking about, like, my cred.
Uh-huh.
Normally, I play somewhere in, like, this game has, I think, like, 6 to 8 difficulty levels.
Yeah.
And normally I play somewhere in like the top half of that, right? And I've beaten at least one map on the endless difficulty. Don't want to do it again. I could not say that I...
Did you hate it?
I mean, well, it's transparently... it is transparently stacked against the player in like expressed numerical terms. You know what I mean?
So it just feels like they turned all of the numbers up and we're just like,
oh, no,
you
no.
want punished?
It doesn't feel like that. They flat out tell you that that's the case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because okay, so this is, I think by the time you're on endless mode, if I remember right, every time an AI faction member produces a military unit, they get to produce a second copy of that same unit for free. That's what we're talking about.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I beat one map on endless, and I even I'm not above admitting that I stacked the deck in my favor, but it still was not. It was still a close one. I would describe it as a close one. But I was playing as the Mogwai, who are oceanic specialists. They do especially well on ocean maps. It was like a tiny little 1v1v1 on a map that was mostly ocean. Like as much of the area was ocean as was allowed to be. And I was kind of relying on the two different AIs to fight one another.
Did they not do that?
No, they did. They did, and I'm glad for it, because I think that that's the only reason why I won. And still, even like the actual moment of victory was still really fraught, because what happened was it was a supremacy victory where I owned all of the capitals. Basically, they got in a war with one another, and then I positioned my units such that right as they were both getting exhausted and didn't have anything really close to their capitals,
yeah,
I swept in and grabbed both of them within both of their capitals, specifically within like just 2 turns apart. But even like saying it makes it sound like it was like, oh, well, you know, just a breezy Sunday afternoon. No, it was still like playing for over 100 turns on normal game speed, and it was an ordeal. Okay, one technology, and then I'll go to, this is sort of like the last real technology bracket.
Yeah.
Because this one, it's like 6 super powerful techs that I think you have to research each of these for the scientific victory. But you can see it's sort of like game ending stuff. Like that's what it's supposed to do. If you get
endless alloys.
Right, and it just doubles production in all of your cities.
Wow.
And like this one, it doubles the life and damage of your units. So it really it sort of boosts you into a completely different bracket of play. And you either have to, like, somebody has to get that same technology ASAP, or the entire rest of the map needs to team up to take you on once you unlock one of those. I think I have at least 2, don't I? I do. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that as my next one. And then do this. Yep.
So where are we on the quest victory? We like slowed right down, didn't we?
Well, what's going to happen is next turn I'm going to march my hero over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to see if they get jumped. There's like enough of an army behind them that it should not be a huge problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, in turn. How did they get so far ahead right there? What's giving them like 100 points over me? Did they... Green.
Oh.
Is it because they start that? Did they already have that?
I don't know, but I just think it's really funny that they have a place called Mean. I know it's not spelled in that way, but what the heck?
It looks like they boosted up their military a little bit. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm kicking the crap out of them in every individual category.
Was it their quest? Did they do something for their quest? It must be the quest.
You know what might happen? We might win in a second different... I mean, we might have another dream. No, it doesn't look like they actually did. They're still at 17%.
So then what's going on?
I think in a couple of turns, we're going to get a diplomatic victory.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could just end the alliance and
like
stop...
right after...
And stop getting diplomatic points. Let's just search this and see what happens. Okay.
All right.
I entered the ruins and I have acquired the Ward of Rostherman.
Rostherman.
And can only be equipped by monk units. Okay, I'm glad I researched them then.
Yeah.
Okay. Equip a new item on at least one monk unit. Integrate that unit into an army. Then wait until the nemesis reappears on your territory.
Okay.
I thought that the nemesis referred to the endless. I mean, we talked about that at length.
Thought so too.
Let me see if it's something... Some of these quest accessories are great, and you can just, like, keep them on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Others will do stuff like, cause a unit to be, like, super powered, but then their health ticks down every turn in battle, stuff like that, and, like, they can't be healed anymore, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting to think about, like, something associated being with a quest being sort of an heirloom, like a ceremonial something that's not particularly good at its job in comparison to other things, but it's like, no, we have to use this staff. Grandmother will be so mad if we don't use that staff. It won't count.
How does it work without? See, I didn't realize that that's how it worked anyway.
What is that? What do you mean?
So in light form, they counterattack. Like, I knew that they were improved in like a defensive way.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that it gave them a cone counterattack in the summer and a cone attack in the winter. So that actually can just stay on, and it needs Hyperium and pearls.
Of course.
That's not so bad, because what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, like, dude, my armies are still, like, I can see the status screen. This guy, he's not.
Delusions
he's one of those.
grandeur.
Yeah, he's one of those people that doesn't read.
He's just so chill. He's like, yeah, we're doing great or whatever. I don't know. You know?
I'm just gonna try to get just enough. Oh boy. Oh. This guy, always with the big trades. I think that one of the reasons why he might be ahead of me is because I keep giving him technologies.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What can I part with? What seems good?
Can you just pay him? Can we just pay him?
Can I just pay him? I could. I mean, it would be thousands of dust. I actually think
but what do you need your dust for right now?
I can use it to field an army, if need be.
Well, do we need be?
I might need be. I maybe need be me.
Might be need deep and need be.
I think that I can just do one of these. Like this one, I don't know why he doesn't have this one already. So there, buddy, you can just take that one. And between you and me, I should come clean about something. If we were not on the difficulty that we're on, if we were not on an easier difficulty, I would not be so free about trading away technologies for resources. It's just to make things more expedient.
Yeah.
So now, I know that you give me the end of episode sign. Give me just a second, and I will. Okay, so are they both here? Are both of the monks there? All right. They are. I'm going to move right here, and then I'm going to retrofit them both. And do I have enough movement to move back out? I guess I do. Okay. So I'm going to move out of their territory. And you know what? Let's end the episode. I'm going to clean up my armies really quick and get them all grouped together. And I'm going to sort of crowd around the center of the map, and we'll wait for the nemesis to appear.
Ooh, my nema. You remember that song?
No.
From the platypus? From Phineas and Ferb? Ooh, my nemesis?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, well I'll find that while you're cleaning. It's excellent. No. You need to see it.